The challenges that marketers face today are very unique to what it was a few decades ago. While marketers are drowning in data, these days the consumers are drowning in content. When I say marketers are drowning in data, there is so many data signals from from all the different platforms available to marketers, but it's very difficult for marketers to be able to join the dots between creative media and being able to drive business results. At the same time, when I say consumers are drowning in content, we as a species are creating more content than we've ever done before, and this is only going to increase. Because of that, the attention span of your consumers has deliberately decreased, and it is very difficult to be able to get captive attention of your consumer for any brand.
Marketers are faced with a sea of fragmented insights and dashboards, and they still can't answer that one question: what is working? They've got attribution over here, media mix modeling over there, incrementality tests in another tab, and when 30% of your media spend is wasted, it's vital to know which 30% and how you can optimize and change that investment. And that's why we built M+C Saatchi OneView. We felt that traditional media measurement was broken. You have slow media mix models, you have bias attribution, and none of these are combined or talking together. With M+C Saatchi OneView, we triangulate media performance using the best of attribution, the best of media mix modeling, and supplemented with incrementality testing so we can verify everything that we are measuring.
Without a doubt, the biggest shift over the last year for the agency is the adoption of artificial intelligence. It really is a generational shift that in order for us to stay ahead, we have to be running at full pace across all of our workflows and services. AI is something which every agency globally needs to stay ahead of, and we're proud to have made the relevant changes to our business over the last year. But we're very humble and understanding that we need to continue to strive as the pace of change is so fast. Examples of this would be in our creative department. We have not only created our own tech and tools and processes to ensure that our creative analytics team is fully up to speed, but we have built our own proprietary solutions. We have a solution called Creative IQ that's not using AI, not only gives you real-time feedback on the performance of your creatives in a very short time, but has a predictive and analytics solution that allows us to understand which elements of the creative will make the biggest impact on any future campaigns we're running.
Creative has always been the biggest part of the ROI value chain, but it's also one of the hardest to measure. And here at M+C Saatchi Performance, we've built a solution specifically to help our clients do this. It isn't about replacing creativity, it is about adding some rigor and data points behind it to guide creative decisions. This is Creative IQ. What Creative IQ does is it identifies the key elements within a creative, from color, if people are present, the mood, your call to action, where it's placed in the advertisement, and feeds back insights on how to improve these elements and what is the perfect mix to drive gains for your brand.
We are a performance-first creative team. I think what sets us apart is that we don't just build creatives to look good, but also to perform. We base our creatives on platform behavior, campaign goals, and performance data. So it's always think performance first. It's not just about one big idea, but it's about smaller, smarter ideas with tailored executions and constant optimization. I think the best performing campaigns are ones where brand and performance teams stop working in silos. A great brand idea can act as a foundation, but it needs to flex across touch points, especially with platform native executions. That means rethinking storytelling, the impact, the craft, the execution, and design to make sure that it's relevant to the digital medium. It's not about choosing one or the other. It's about creating with both in mind right from the beginning. When brand love meets conversion thinking, I think that's when things really start to work out.
AI, LLMs, generative AI, agentic AI, there's a huge amount of hype around all of these at the moment. However, that hype isn't unfounded. There is real value beneath all of this. When it comes to agentic AI, it isn't about just putting in a prompt into a system and getting an output back. It's about completing end-to-end tasks. This could be from full content creation to insight generation, campaign optimization, or creating your PowerPoint slides. It essentially could become your digital colleague. Here at M+C Saatchi Performance, we've been testing agentic AI for what feels like years, but that's pretty much dog years with how fast everything is moving here in the AI space. But we're using it across data and analytics to speed up report generation, insight generation, across ad operations to speed up our campaign flighting and our in-flight optimization, and obviously through to research and insights, actually doing the research and getting an AI agent to deep dive into certain questions that have been posed by our clients. The crux of this is freeing up our team's time. This is reducing tasks that used to take hours down to seconds or minutes, and freeing up their time to focus on strategy and actually what matters for our clients and driving impact. But it's really important to remember, and somewhat cliche, it is about AI and humans. The AI can't function on its own. There are a lot of signals that exist outside the system, and where we think the real value lies is in our experience alongside our domain expertise, working in partnership with our AI agents or digital colleagues or AI colleagues. They don't replace what we're doing in its entirety. They play some tasks, but overall, they enhance the impact that we have for our clients.
The agency has constantly evolved since it started in the mobile space in 2006 to a full-service digital media agency. It has had to keep pace with the constant change of the digital media landscape. So for the last 19 years, moving from ourselves from mobile to digital has meant we've always had to keep up this pace. Now the fact that AI is accelerating that pace of change means that to stay up to speed, you really need to be running in order to keep up to speed. Our business offering and services has evolved from just offering one service in the mobile space to all services that marketers require across the digital media landscape as demands on marketers have increased significantly.
Our sweet spot is essentially brands or clients who are trying to drive business results from marketing and not just some shiny metrics. And for that reason, I think our core focus, as we spoke about our heritage, right? Mobile first, app first, digital native companies have been our kind of core clients for the last decade or so. But at the same time, we've also realized that a lot of D2C companies need similar help and similar consulting and advisory from us. And at the same time, we're also seeing traditional companies who want to actually go through that phase of digital transformation and are looking for a partner who can actually help them traverse this complex ecosystem of the digital landscape. And we are right there to help them.
Something that has helped us really multiply as a business is the trust of the existing clients and the support that they've shown while we are increasing the business and this office. So that I would say it's a mix of not just new client wins, but to our existing client bases and the immense amount of trust that they've placed within our team. So that I would say is the biggest win and the accomplishments for us in 2024.
We focus not just in growing our business, but also growing our people. We do constantly develop our team members in both soft and hard skills. Being in an industry that is ever changing, we do realize the need for us to constantly keep up with what is happening within the industry that would actually impact how we buy, plan, and run our media.
We have a lot of people that have spent 3, 4, 5 years with us. I'm really happy to kind of see all these people growing together along with the agency, because it's always a mix of business growth as well as personal growth and individual growth, right? And I think we've found that sweet spot. And I would say everyone in this office kind of embodies the M+C Saatchi values, right? Of humility, of curiosity, right? Always trying to know more, right? Never feeling that we kind of know everything. So I think that kind of attitude has gone a long way towards helping us be where we are today.
I always like to say that we are geeky as well as grounded. When I say geeky, you'll see most of our people are at any point of time are drowning in dashboards and trying to actually ensure that we are hitting business results for our clients. But when I say grounded, is that our core belief is that brands are usually built by the people and for the people. Of course, there are machines, but we are the minds behind the machines. Tech is always enabled by humans and given direction by humans to be able to actually really do great work.